Hey PG members, Daniel Pickett here from Gentle Giant Ltd. Just wanted to go over a few quick things with you this week. Some pressing things, some cool things, and a closer look at this guy right here. So first of all, I wanted to announce the first quarterly winners that we do, the drawings that we have been doing for quarterly members. I just put them in the newsletter last time, but here I'm going to announce them. I'll put them in the newsletter as well, but I'm going to announce them here because we just drew them. So we're going to send out their prizes this week. For the platinum winner for first quarter, we have Daryl Whitlow of Indiana. And for the gold winner, we have Freddie Perez, who is in New York. So congratulations to both Daryl and Freddie. We're going to be getting your items to you. You'll be expecting them very soon. And then, so for the end of this week, this is August 17th is Friday. A couple of things are wrapping up. So last week when we did the new solicitations, we announced if you're a Premier Guild member, you could order the Dengar Collector Gallery statue, and then you would get the Han Carbonite for half price for a limited amount of time. That ends this week, Friday of this week. So if you're interested in getting the Han Carbonite half price, if you're a platinum member, then get on that, because it's a really good deal and it's coming to a close. So you can get those two great pieces on pre-order, and we'll ship them out to you as soon as we have them. If you just want to order them on their own, we have both Dengar and Han Solo in Carbonite in the 1/8 scale collector gallery. We showed them at Comic-Con for the first time, but now they're up for pre-order, as well as the Porg bookends that are pretty cool. We got a lot of great feedback on the Porg bookends, and I'm going to do another video on those where I can show you kind of the different configurations you can do on those, because they're really super fun. And hey, Mark Hamill came by in a Stormtrooper disguise and was pointing at them, so that was cool at San Diego Comic-Con. So that all of those are available right now on GentleGiantLtd.com. So that deal for the platinum members with those two items, that ends on Friday the 17th. Also Friday the 17th is the last day we guarantee if you want to order the holiday edition bust that we're doing, which is Boba Fett from the Star Wars Holiday Special. This year is the 40th anniversary of the Star Wars Holiday Special, and it was the first appearance of Boba Fett. First time we got to see him in action. There was an animated short at the beginning of that holiday special featuring Boba Fett, kind of the first time any of us heard him speak, saw him in action, knew anything about him. And if you're a kid that saw that when it aired, I remember I watched it as a 7-year-old, and I thought that special was Shakespeare. It was amazing. I had Star Wars on my TV. There were the stars, there was Luke, there was R2, there were stormtroopers. You got to meet Chewbacca's family, like his son Lumpy had a Bantha stuffed animal. I wanted a Bantha stuffed animal, and I just remember that being so very, very cool. If you watch it as an adult now, it is, we'll say it doesn't hold up quite as well. It's tough to get through a little bit. You realize, oh, this is a 70s variety show, just with Star Wars kind of stuck on top of it. And it's an hour and a half, and most of it is Wookiees talking back and forth with no subtitles. So if you haven't experienced that magic, it's out there if you want it. But I still have a deep love of that. I can't remember, for me personally, how the timeline worked, where there was the holiday special came out first, or the mail away Boba Fett that Kenner did. If that was the first time we ever got wind of Boba Fett, I don't remember. But I was very excited for the character. For the Kenner thing, I personally mailed away for 5 of them. I cut out, what would that be, 25 proofs of purchase and sent them in, because I didn't know anything about this guy. Was he a stormtrooper? I didn't know. Like, this is great. Let's just get a bunch of these guys and see what happens. So I got 5 mail away Boba Fetts as a child, just because I had that many cards laying around and stuff. But we're here to talk about this holiday Boba Fett. So we have to cut the orders off on Friday because we have to send them to the factory to get these things made, and so we can get them in your hands by the time the holidays rolls around. So if you want to order one for you, if you want to order one for your family or another Star Wars fan that you know, this by Friday the 17th is your big chance. So you have to be a PG member to order them. It's one of the Premier Guild exclusives, and yeah, he's great. you know, the animation on the holiday special was kind of strange. I remember it felt like a much more loose, mature sort of animation style than I was used to as a, what was that? I was a 7-year-old or whatever. And so every frame with Boba Fett in it, he kind of looked different. And so I know it was a challenge for our sculptors and our team to sort of put together a cohesive version of the holiday special Boba Fett, and then you translate all that into something that would be sort of a realistic version. We've done a lot of Boba Fetts in the past. We've done the Empire version, we've done the Jedi version, we've done the Macquarie version, we've done the white prototype version, and now we're adding to that great collection with the holiday Boba Fett. And he's so dynamic. He stands out with these bright, interesting colors. Of course, they had to simplify the costume for animation, the breastplate and that sort of thing. I feel like his visor is much more sort of sinister in this version, but he's got a lot of the sort of touchstone Boba Fett things that we know and love. The helmet with the rangefinder, the gauntlets, the Wookiee scalps, the cape, the backpack with the rocket. So much great stuff. The holster, the pouch belt. So many great things. When I saw this come out, I was bowled over. When the paint department finished it and they brought it over, I was like, holy cats, that is really, really fun. And I know a lot of times for our holiday items, there's some sort of holiday twist to them, whether that be, hats, scarves, Santa bags, paint decos. But since this is from the Star Wars Holiday Special, we thought it was sort of holiday enough on its own. So he's not going to come with a hat or a scarf or anything like that, if you were wondering. There might be other surprises. We don't know. We'll have to see. But he's well worth your $120, and we will get him to you in time for the holidays. So take a look at this guy. If you didn't, not everyone got to go to Comic-Con, I know, which is where we revealed him. But we'll show you some close-ups, some turnarounds. You can see this guy in action. He's got a great dramatic pose. He's got his dual-pronged electropole. He's got this sort of fun space blaster, which is not exactly the gun he ended up with in the films or anything, but very, very cool version. I think this is a lot of fun and really speaks to me as a longtime Star Wars fan that watched the original airing of the Star Wars Holiday Special. So I hope you guys dig him, but if you want him, now is the time. So that is that. I'll be bringing you some more kind of behind the scenes stuff, doing some Q&A. We're talking about scheduling a Facebook Live for the Premier Guild members coming up very soon too. So there's going to be lots more to keep a look out for. And then, we'll draw the second quarter Premier Guild winners too when that comes around. But really trying to keep the conversation going and showing you a little bit behind the scenes. So thank you guys very much for being Premier Guild members. We very, very much appreciate it, and we'll be talking to you very soon. If you have any questions or anything, let us know. You can leave your comments in the comments for this video, or shoot us an email at our customer service, and we'll make sure that we talk back to you. So it's great hearing from you, and we'll be back with more great stuff for you, Gentle Giant 2018 Premier Guild members. Thank you very much.